Hi, my name is L.A. Capdevila, and I want to welcome you. I want also to congratulate you for wanting a better life for you and your family and a better future. You know, I've traveled all over the world and I've asked these questions and I've gotten the same response no matter where I've gone, just proving that what you're searching for, is for real. I've gone all over the world and I've asked this question: how many people want to be poor? How many people want to prosper? How many people want to lose? How many people want to win? How many people want to die? How many people want to live? How many people want to be homeless? How many people want to have a home? How many people want to be ugly? How many people want to be presentable? You could ask all these questions all over the world, no matter the culture, and you'll get the same response and the same answer. Why? Because it's in us. That's the way we were created. We were created, to have a prosperous life. We were created to want the better things. We were created to want to win. We were created to be presentable. And that's how come I believe that you're searching. Are you tired of being told by another man what you could do, when you could go to lunch, when you could go on vacation, when you could go to a doctor visit? Are you tired of living from paycheck to paycheck? Are you tired of being one emergency from being broke? Do you know if you continue to do what you're doing, you're going to retire with a retirement income that is less than what you're making now, and what you're making now is not enough to survive? That's how come I believe that it's divine appointment that we met here today. You can check me out at lacapdevila.com or lateresitarestaurant.com. We belong to a family business of 40 years now, and we've been very prosperous and very successful. And I need to share a few things with you in the next few moments, and I need you to trust me. And I need you to go and look at our credentials. L.A. Capdevila, CAPDEVILA.com, or La Teresita Restaurant, LATERESITA restaurant.com. And you can see our history there. You can see our success there. You see that we've been around for a long, long time. Now, I know what it is to be poor. Back in 1962, I came from Cuba at the age of 4. And our family struggled for a long time. We came searching for the American dream. My dad wanted a better life for his family. And he sought it and he obtained it. Now, at the age of 7, I remember selling hot tamales out in the street. At the age of 10, my uncle bought a meat market and I became a butcher. I learned how to cut meat. At the age of 15, my dad bought his first grocery store that later on became a supermarket. And then we added a fish market. We added a small restaurant. We added a bigger restaurant. Then we added a 16,000 square feet restaurant that today is visited by thousands and thousands and thousands of people on a weekly basis. I believe that I could be instrumental in helping you, be prosperous. Here at Together We Could Do It, my main goal is to help people prosper. It's been my passion all my life to help people prosper. It's been my passion to help people get into business. I've helped so many people get into business, and today they're successful. And recently, I came across a network marketing company that got my attention, and I saw a great opportunity. And that's how come I'm here right now sharing this with you, because I saw this opportunity, but I saw that this opportunity was very simple and that could be shared by just about anybody and they could have success. One Friday morning, I walked into my place of business, and one of my waiters says, "Hey boss, you want some coffee?" I said, "Yeah, give me some coffee." So he came and gave me coffee, and I went on and tasted that coffee and says, "Hey, come here, Roberto, what are you doing? This is not our coffee. We have a brand coffee, a blend coffee of our own." And I said, "What are you doing? This is not my coffee." And he says, "Hey, boss, I got into the coffee business." And I stood there for a moment and I congratulated him for getting into a business. And I wished him the best. And I told him, "Look, Robert, this is what we're going to do. You got 1 week to pass out as much of this coffee samples as you want. But after 1 week, I don't want to see these coffee samples in my place of business because you'll be competing with me. So you got 1 week to do with this coffee here in my place of business. All right, after that, I don't want to see it. He said, man, boss, thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's some coffee for your wife. So he gave me the coffee samples. I gave it to my wife. And my wife, Anita, loved it. And she said, honey, could you give me some more of that coffee? And I came the next day and said, hey, Robert, you got some more of that coffee you're giving away here at my restaurant? He said, yeah, boss, here's some more coffee. So I gave more coffee to my wife, and about 4 days later, my wife tells me, hey, honey, look, buy me two boxes of coffee. And I said to her, well, if I'm going to buy this brand of coffee that is not our brand of coffee, then I'm getting into the business. And I said it plain at the moment. But little did I know that immediately she had told that to the waiter, Robert's wife, that also worked for her at another of our restaurant. And immediately the upline of this network marketing company were right on me. And they came to see me. And they say, oh, Capdevila, no, because look, this company, because of cars. I said, I got plenty of cars. No, because of house. Look, I got a huge house, 7-car garage. All right. But what they did show me was the opportunity. And that opportunity, I saw that as an opportunity, not just because what it offered in income, but because the opportunity to help others. That was my reason why I got into this company. Other than I also saw some of the uplines, which I happened to know, I didn't know it at the time, they were customers of ours, and they were making 5-6-figure income on a monthly basis. And I stopped and thought about that. I says, my, making 5-6-figure income a month, and here we're running a $4.5 million restaurant operation. And I put 2 and 2 together. I says, this guy is making more money or just about the same amount of money that we're making without no inventory, without no employees, without no waste, no theft, none of those moving parts that comes with running a big restaurant with the dozens and dozens and dozens of employees that we have. And it says, man, there's something to this. And that's what caught my attention. I really had never been in a network marketing company and involved. But what I saw was, number one, was the residual income. Now, residual income is an amazing thing because here it is, from a one-time effort of your labor, you will get a residual income that can last you for a long, long time, for years to come. Just the same way that Elvis Presley recorded a certain album, and from that one-time effort, today his family is still receiving residual royalty income from that one-time album. Michael Jackson recorded a one-time album, and from that album, his family is still getting paid and will get paid for years and years to come. And it dawned on me, okay, that there's a new way of doing business. And new opportunity that even though I have been very much aware of the multi-level marketing companies and the network marketing companies, but I'd never seen it in this light. Now, you got to remember that as a businessman, and we've been very successful, all right, I knew about business. I knew that most people in America and most people around the world, they work from 9 to 5. And that's great. I mean, God gave us the power to work, and it's great and a blessing to have a job. But I also discovered that most people don't like what they're doing. And a 9 to 5 job nowadays is not a secure job. Job security is a thing of the past. And at the same time, 9 to 5, if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. And you're always depending on what your boss wants or doesn't want. He's the one that decides when you're hungry, so he decides when you could go to lunch. He decides when you go on vacation. He decides what time and what day you could go to your doctor appointment. If you don't go work that day, you don't get paid. And then there are the people that have learned and says, you know what, I'm going to fire my boss. And they fire their boss, and that's great, and I salute them. They get into their business, and they become self-employed. Now, that is great, but also a person that is self-employed, even though he doesn't have a boss, if he don't go to work, guess what? He don't get paid. If he takes a week off or 2 weeks off or 3 weeks off, guess what? He does not get paid. Then there's the businessmen like myself that we're self-employed, but we have a system. And like myself, if I were to take a week, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months off, I still get paid because we have a system in place that whether I show up to work or not, all right, I'm going to get paid and I'm going to still have a salary. And that is a great thing. And then there's the fourth kind of person that has learned that money works for them instead of they working for money. And, you know, this opportunity in this network marketing company offers the same thing that you could have I'd rather make 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my effort. And that's what I learned in this great opportunity. I joined this network marketing company that's called Organo Gold. And it's coffee. It's easy, it's simple, and it's coffee. That was the opportunity that I saw. I saw that coffee is that's the second most consumed beverage in the world after water. I saw that coffee was the second most traded commodity after petroleum. You don't have to tell people to drink coffee. People drink coffee without being told to drink coffee. When they run out of coffee, what do? They go buy more coffee. And that's the opportunity that I saw. And when I saw that this was a very young company, Organo Gold was 4 years old. All right. And I saw that today, 8 of the top 100 money earners in the multi-level companies are Organo Gold guys. I saw an opportunity there. I also saw many and met hundreds of people that are making that extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. Now, you know very well that $1,000 could change your life. I know that $1,000 is a lot of money. I mean, gee, if you were shorted in your paycheck this week $100, wouldn't you go back and claim it? Why? Because $100 is a lot of money. So here's a company that's 4 years old. The first year they made $9 million in sales. The second year they made $47 million in sales. The third year they made $152 million in sales. This past year they made $357 million in sales. And now this coming year they're targeting $700 million in sales. And they're just starting. They're just starting in the business. They're in 35 countries. And I saw the opportunity, okay? Because they have a system that is very simple. They have an 18-month system that is making many people wealthy and many people prosperous just because if you apply this proven system, you will get results. Now, this is not a quick rich scheme. Neither would I be involved in a quick rich scheme because I've learned throughout the years that it takes work and effort, all right, in order to come ahead and be successful. But what it is that it's a company that has a vision it's a great company with a great leadership, with a great system, with a great product. All right, that has the system that if you apply for 18 months, you can come out ahead. You can know that there's a harvest at the end. And that's how come I got involved. I know about agriculture. I know that if you were to plant a coffee plant right now, in 3 years, there would be a harvest. But during that 3 years, you still got to water that coffee plant. You got to nurture it. You got to weed it. You got to fertilize it. But you know that there is a harvest coming. And so it is, if you were to join the Organo Gold team, all right, you could apply, you could join, you apply the system in hopes that in 18 months, as you labor and you apply the system, you will not only be transformed because you'll develop a entrepreneurship spirit and mentality, much different than the 9-to-5 mentality. And you could reach the dreams that you've had for you and your family. You could reach the dreams that you've had for your future. Why? Because it's inside of you. That's how come you've been searching. That's how come you came today and you were searching on Google or Bing or Yahoo, because you want something better. Now, apart from the Organo Gold, all right, I also want to offer you my help. Because if you join Organo Gold today, and as you watch the presentation that I have right after this this video, all right, you not only be joining the Organo Gold team, but you'll be joining my team. And I will be coaching you. I'll be encouraging you. I'll be training you and educating you in the ways of businesses, in the way of success, so that if you commit and you work the system, you have a great shot of being very successful. And you no longer have to be subject to the rules of a man over you, telling you when you could have lunch, when you could go on vacation, when you could go on a doctor visit. You no longer have to tell your kids that you don't have enough and you can't, and we can't afford it. All right. Through our leadership, we're going to offer webinars. We're going to have interactions. You'll be receiving daily emails. You'll be on our website where you can receive all the training that you need. But I need you to get involved now. All right. And watch this presentation. And at the end of the presentation, I have a free offer for you. The 7 Lies of Network Marketing, or the 7 Lies of Network Marketing. It's a great book. It's a free offer for you. Also, by joining the Organo Gold team and the LA Captivilla team, okay, we're going to be coaching you, and we're going to really be there for you. Okay. Now you'll see that there's 3 packets from which you'll be involved, 3 packets in which you could come and choose from. All right. I got in with the gold packet. That's what I'm going to suggest. You press the button at the bottom of this presentation, and then you'll be hearing from me then. Okay? So I'll see you at the other side.